talkSPORT Clips of the Week.
Yes, here we go then, and a bonus clip from the vaults as well to come after we brought you the regular stuff. And we're going to start the clips at White Hart Lane last Sunday with your co-commentator, Clive Allen.
Claudio Ranieri will come out afterwards and say that his team had worked hard, they deserved their lead, and it shouldn't have been taken from them in the manner that it was with the decision by Richard Madeley.
Is that what he's doing now, Richard Madeley? He's a ref.
Judy Finningham was running the line.
Was she really?
Tremendous.
Wouldn't have known that, would
Clay,
you?
the other line.
And by the way, who's Claudio Ranieri?
I've no idea.
Yeah, I've got no idea who he is.
And staying at the lane.
Moose is pitch side. What was the reaction to that equalising goal?
Well, obviously Leicester absolutely delighted with it, but let me tell you, Pochettino was unhappy to when he put it for his
Yeah, kind of telling you as much as Maurizio normally tells us.
It's still easier to understand.
Very, very happy for the fan, the player, if we win or if we lose. Very, very sad for the fan and the player. And staying with the Moose, it sounds as if all those pies in the press room have finally caught up with him.
Out of Verelt, out to the left-hand side for Kevin Wimmer. A little smell of sulphur in the air, it has to be said.
Always going to happen, wasn't it?
That often happens at football.
That's one of the worst things about football, isn't it?
It is.
Really?
It's quite poor.
Yeah.
And here's Mark Saggers setting the scene at Stamford Bridge.
The sun's shining at the moment. The sky, well, blue is the colour. But for how long this afternoon? I like a bit of claret Sunday lunchtime. I like a bit of blue too. We got it all covered on talkSPORT.
Like a bit of blue. That would explain the extras on his hotel bill, wouldn't it, really? Yeah. I was watching the Star Wars film.
Is it me? Yes, no, it's you.
It's me. It's Fisherman's Blues now with Nigel Botherway.
Some sad news in the week was the death of a great white shark after just 3 days in an aquarium in Japan. How anyone could ever think that a concrete indoor tank was a suitable environment for such a magnificent creature is absolutely beyond me. On a happier note, Trevor West opened his 2016 account on the famous royalty fishery stretch of the Hampshire Avon.
Yeah, he caught a great white, apparently.
Didn't he, really? At least it's catch and release in this case. At least it's catch and release, so Jaws lives on. And then Nigel got a live update from Dave Watson, no, not that one, or either of them, actually, at the UK Carp Cup.
In second place, we've got Jerry Bridger, well known as the Tracker Man, £19 1 ounce. And in third place, who had the first fish, we've got £17.10 to Graham Maybe.
Maybe's no good, Dave, is it? We want to know if he's third or not. Just make your mind. Get off the fence, mate. Maybe doesn't get us anywhere, does it?
And Mike Parry was proven quite adept over the years at creating new lyrics for songs. And he was at it again on Extra Time earlier in the week.
Steady as a rock of the words.
Dun, dun, I want to tell you, steady as a rock.
Solid as a rock, isn't it?
Solid as a rock. Yeah, but you can easily change his mind. Even if he's got them wrong, you can change his mind. I don't know
where he gets it from.
What's next, Andy? Give us this.
It's Alan Brazil, and what time is it when it's between 9:42 and 9:43?
Right, 9:40 through. 9:40 through.
That's right, yeah.
Of course it is, yeah, I was forgetting that, 9:40 through. This is the Moose with football news.
Good morning, I'm Ian Abrahams. Premier League Arsenal travel to Liverpool tonight.
Again? Say it again.
Premier League Arsenal.
Hey, Arsenal.
What happened there?
I have no idea.
Here's Georgie Bingham and Mickey Quinn on the Weekend Sports Breakfast.
Also, there's a 6 o'clock match tonight, Cardiff City, Shrewsbury Town, so Neil Ashton will no doubt have updates from that.
Just let me plant this little seed in you.
Steady on, Mick. Apparently used to work for him Thursday nights in the Grafton, that one. There we are, a long time ago. And athlete Chris Akabusi joined Mark Saggers on kick-off last night and tried out his new catchphrase.
Knock on the door, hello son, pee in a bottle. Fantastic!
I think it's going to take off.
I think it's really going to catch on.
I can see that on T-shirts and mugs.
It's got to trademark it straight away.
Fantastic. We are.
Time now for the talkSPORT Caller of the Week, To Drive.
Matt Smith is your host tonight, Exeter against Liverpool. Let's speak to an Exeter fan. Dylan is with us. How you doing, mate?
Oh, hi.
Hi, are you optimistic tonight?
Who's that?
talkSPORT Caller of the Week.
Marvellous. Back to Fisherman's Blues, and although we love Nigel, and he's an engaging broadcaster. Does a fine job every weekend on Fisherman's Blues. We don't honestly see him sitting in for Jeff Stelling on Soccer Saturday anytime soon.
Unreal, just this time of year. 34.6 Ghosty, 46.8 Common, and a £47.5 Mirror. Absolutely unbelievable. It just shows, get out there, get real, get fishing. Elliot's just... Sorry about that. Elliot was just... I've got good news for you. We've got a great guest coming up after the after our next break.
Yeah, no, Jeff Stelling. Imagine Jeff kind of sitting there with it all going off around him, people shouting and him saying, yeah, hang on, yeah, Elliot's just telling me there's been a goal at the Liberty. Chris Kamara. And then what's next?
It's finally, it's Stan and Saggers on kickoff.
It's already happening.
Yeah.
Johan Caboy came from Paris.
Down, Stan.
A Frenchman.
Calm down.
I know, a Frenchman.
Calm down.
Yeah, calm down, Stan. You don't hear Saggers getting overexcited, do you?
You know you make me want to shout.
Don't start shouting at me, Stan, just because you think the Premier League's dross. It's
I'm
right.
not
Right.
Man you are.
Right.
I can't even answer a question about Man United.
Speak. I'm on air. Well, get on with it.
Yeah, hello.
Welcome to the show.
Get on with it. Get on with it. Get on with it.
A midfield player, but it doesn't happen.
Well, no, but then he'd be able to say you can't have your cake and eat it.
On Drive, they were saying he wanted to be a postman before he took up
Deliver! Sam, thank you very much indeed for your call. I don't know whether to give
one last point.
Go on, very quickly.
Let me make one last point.
No, make it! Oh, isn't it fantastic?
No,
The last
I don't
day of
make-
the transfer.
No, I
I can't stand it! They're just waiting for their agent to say, you've got to stop here now because it's going to be Chelsea or it's
Don't
going to be
forget,
somewhere
Sags,
else.
a lot of-
What's happening to Demba Ba?
Have we made any noises on the
No.
inside that have made
No.
any
No.
ripples at all? There
No.
you go. Time
No.
to walk away.
No.
Calm down, Stan, for goodness sake. So there's your clips of the week. Thanks to Simon Ryan, Alistair Williams, Gavin from Daventry, Elliot Stanton, Frank Sav, Paul Jackson, Bob Dylan, spelt differently, interestingly, Paul Forrestal, Simon in Chorley, Martin Walsh, Steve Anglesey, Simon Drake, John Clark and Paul Bucken. They all suggested clips that were played this week. If you hear a clip on TalkSport, please send it in to us at talksport.com/H&J. Text it to 81089. You can tweet it to TSH&J. That's TSHANDJ. Give us a day and a time when you heard it, and if it's played, like those guys, you will get a credit. Now, normally that's the end of the clips, but in this case we have a couple of extras for you. I know the Moose will be listening intently.
Oh, yeah.
This came in yesterday from Martin Harper up in Prestwich in Manchester. He said, "Dear Paul and Andy, just been sorting out loads of stuff and came across an old audio cassette with 1 or 2 clips on it. I used to help a mate out at a radio station in Manchester in the 90s doing the sport on a Saturday afternoon. On the tape were 2 clips from 1996 with Ian Abrahams, then of Network News." So we do hope you can enjoy these, he says, and can use them on the show. Well, good man, Martin. We do appreciate them. They're fantastic. So let's hear the Moose 20 years ago, and he's talking about athletics.
And the big news from Gothenburg today is of 2 Americans who will not be taking part in the championships any further. They are Dennis Mitchell and Carl Lewis. And Roger Black, who only proved his fitness a fortnight ago at the Bupa Games, where he's through to round 2 at the 400 metres alongside Mark Richardson and Adrian Patrick. Ian Abrahams, Network News, Gothenburg.
Ian Abrahams, Network News, Gothenburg.
Does that take a part? I think he said something else.
He didn't say a part, did he?
No,
He certainly didn't. And let's move on to the world of golf.
Yes, golf.
Colin Montgomery leads going into the final round here at the Benson Hedges International Open. He's 9 under par after a 5 under par round of 67 today. Just the one blemish on the card coming at the 5th, a double bogey 5. He leads by 3 from Ian Woosnam on 6 under. Woosnam had a 4 under pound under. No.
Yeah. I love that bit at the end. I don't think that one went in. But of course, he's come on. He has come on a long way since then. You know, you wouldn't find him making mistakes like that now.
Premier League, Arsenal.
Well, I don't know, maybe not.
Maybe not.
So there we are. The